Rasco from Team Wing, and today I am coming at you with a BLS deck profile. Without further ado, let's just get straight into this deck. I really think it's super fun. Not super competitive, but there are some pretty cool things you could do at a local level. I could see if someone played this really well, it might be able to top, but I doubt it. But this is probably one of the funnest decks right now. That and Buster Blader, which I am also building on Dueling Network. I have a couple more tweaks to make, some more testing to do, and then I might be able to bring that to you guys. And the reason I hasn't been videos up, I was hoping to do a special for you guys. I was going to get, I think, 16 or 17 packs of Bosch for about $35, which is a fantastic deal. But the guy sold it to someone else. I was kind of bummed out, so I thought I was going to have a special going up and do a deck profile and tell you about it soon. But it didn't work out. I may get a big M booster crate. I'm probably going to wait and see what the Breakers of Shadow special editions, they come out tomorrow, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to see what they hold and everything. I'm going to see if I can get a booster crate and get the Advent of the Monarchs, the special edition couple packs. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, let's just straight into this deck profile. Enough about me. You guys came to see this. I will tell you when I start talking about the deck down in the description if you want to hear me ramble. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, triple Blackluster Soldier, Super Soldier. And he is your ritual monster. This is the monster you use all your rituals for. He's the card of the deck. The whole deck revolves around him. Now, if you guys do not know what he does, this card destroys opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, and your possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, and you can special summon one guy, the Fierce Knight. So when you destroy opponent's monster, inflict damage to them, and when he's destroyed, special a Gaia. So it's probably the best card in the deck. 2 Blackluster Soldier, Sacred Soldier. When this card is normal or special, target 1 banished light or dark monster and 1 card your opponent controls. Return the banished card to the graveyard and banish the monster you targeted for your opponent. You can only use it once per turn. And when this card joins opponent's monster by battle, you can add a level 7 or lower warrior type monster in your graveyard to your hand. So it's good to get your guys back. You got 1 Envoy of the Evening Twilight. It's not as good. It's just super long effect. So I don't even memorize this. But anyway, by banishing all light monsters or dark monsters in your graveyard while you have an equal number of each in your grave and cannot be special summoned by other ways. So you have to do this, and there's no way, unless you do the one where it ignores it summoning conditions. I forget which one that is. When this card face up on the field, it is light and dark. And when this card is special summoned, activate the appropriate effect based on which one you've tributed. If you tributed light, target 1 monster field, banish it. And if you did dark, banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand face down until your opponent's in face. So he's a good one of. His summoning condition's a little restricting. So, and then if you don't use summoning condition, he doesn't have his effect. So, I guess he's a 3k beater if you need it. But the real beat stick of the deck is Envoy at the beginning. He's just too good. He's the original OG. Banish 1 light and 1 dark from your graveyard. Pop a monster on the field, banish it, and the card cannot attack though, but destroy opponent's monster battle. After damage calc, you can make a second attack. Just, it's too crazy good. It's the OG original BLS. I play triple of the Evening Twilight Knight and triple of the Beginning Knight. Both of them have effects, and Beginning Knight says, once per turn you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, banish it, and when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. It can make a second attack in a row. So it's pretty good. If this card is banished, add 1 ritual spell. And this guy is the same thing, only when he's banished, you can add 1 ritual monster. His effect is target 1 monster your opponent controls, banish it, like Beginning. But also, once per turn you banish 1 random card for your opponent's hand face down until in face. If this card is banished from your graveyard, add 1 ritual monster, and the ritual summon, like if you ritual summon using those two, it can get some crazy combos off because it gains those effects. And if you ran the regular BLS for more BLS targets, then you could actually give that effects, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Making a crap card good, basically. But that is it for the majority of the BLS stuff. For the Gaias, triple Arisen Gaia, the Fierce Knight. If your opponent, he's kind of like a Cyber Dragon in the sense if your opponent controls more than you do, you normal summon him without tributing. This card is tributed though. Like if you tribute him, special summon one BLS monster from your hand to graveyard. You can only use the effect of Arisen once per turn. And when you summon a Blacklist Soldier monster, you can finish this card as one of the rituals. So it's pretty good. And he is the dark one, and then 3 of the light one, Charging Gaia. You can normal summon this card without tributing. If this card is normal summoned, it's attack hunts 900, which you're usually not going to use it for anyway. You can add 1 BLS monster from your deck to your hand. This is your main effect. So he's mainly a consistency searcher. And he's pretty good if you need draw power for the Sacred Sword. For the other monsters, you play 3 of the 1-star Super Soldier Souls, along with triple Sphere Revo. This guy is, you can pitch a Blackluster from your hand and graveyard. Its name becomes Blackluster Soldier, its attack becomes 3000, and add 1 Beginning or Evening Twilight Knight from your deck to your hand. So he's pretty good. He searches out your Evening Twilights. He can be used as a BLS. He has the attack of BLS. So it's pretty good. You also need him for when you ritual at exact level 8. So he's pretty nice. You play triple Sphere Revo, another level 1, and it's super good. When your opponent declares attack, send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and change the attacking monster to defense position. When you ritual summon a monster, which is this one, banish this card as one of the monsters. So it's pretty good. Like, it works really well. And since this is a ritual summoning deck, you can use triple Manju because you're always searching out your BLS or your spell. Speaking of the spell, triple Super Soldier Ritual, just used out to bring your BLS tribute monsters from your hand to equal level 8 exactly. So that's where you get that from. During your main phase, after this turn was sent to graveyard, banish this card, 1 light, 1 dark, and then special summon the BLS ritual monster, ignoring its summoning conditions. So it's pretty good if you don't have anything. You got all those 3 cards in the graveyard, you can go for an easy Super Soldier. I played triple Gateway to Chaos because I didn't want to play like the 2 Gateway and the 1 Terraforming because I figured Terraforming would be dead. And if you want to, I guess you could run 3 Gateway and 1 Terraforming, but it's just not consistent. This seemed like the most consistent amount as possible. And add a BLS when it's activated, or Gaia monster. And if each time monster card is sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, place spell counter, max 6, once per turn, remove 3, add a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. So it makes getting the rituals faster, and when it's activated. So if you had multiples, you could activate it, add a BLS, activate it, add a Gaia. So it's pretty cool. That works with the Gaia engine. For the draw power card, just to give it a little more consistency, is Sacred Sword 7 stars and trade in, just because you never know which one you're going to get, and really the only time you're not going to use it is like never. I mean, you got, what is it, 7 monsters here, 6 monsters here. If you draw into one of these, you're probably going to have one of these guys, one of the guys or the BLS. Anyway, that is not it. You got 2 Twin Twisters, because a lot of these cards work from the grave, so it helps with discarding and pop 2 cards. And then 2 Kaiser Coliseum. It's pretty good in this deck. 1 or more on the controller of this card. His or her opponent cannot place a monster on the field if his or her number of monsters would exceed the number of monsters that are on the field of the controllers. The cards that are already on the field before this effect activation are unaffected. So it just locks your opponent out of summoning, gets the OTK going. So that is it for the main deck. You really don't need an extra deck. I mean, if you did, I threw down some suggestions. Big Eye, you got Felgrand, Dracosac, and Flare Metal. This is Flare Metal's to burn, Dracosac standard, Big Eye for stealing, and Felgrand is detached material. Target 1 monster on field. Its effects are this turn's effects are engaged but unaffected by the card effects. So Felgrand's just stupid. It's stupid isn't good. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this deck profile, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me some changes you could make, some cards you'd play in the extra deck too. I didn't want to play too many. I didn't want to play any level 4s because all my level 4s are going in the grave except my Monjus. And my Monjus usually get tributed off anyway. If I need my Arisen guy or the Swift guy, charging guy, I mean. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will definitely tell you when my video actually starts because I know I rambled for a little bit. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.